For decades, residents have been able to count on Bloomington Cable for important information.
On this program, today we're going to talk.
And for the last 36 years, Tim Sasse was a big reason why.
I think Tim's had a hand in almost everything that's ever been on cable in Bloomington. I mean, if you think about it, he's been around for so long that, there are buildings that he used to work in that don't exist here any longer.
He's been the cameraman, the fix-it man, and the go-to man. When Tim started, he did it all, from equipment maintenance to hosting municipal news.
Welcome to Municipal News, the cable television program produced by the City of Bloomington, about the City of Bloomington, for you, its residents. I'm Tim Sasse.
And after almost 4 decades on the job, the city's municipal cable coordinator is signing off for good.
I'm Tim Sasse, and on behalf of the rest of the city staff, we wish you a pleasant day.
Retiring at the end of June.
Tim will be greatly missed. He's got that institutional memory that goes back to the early 80s.
It's hard to believe the myriad of things that he's had to cover and do video for. Everything from stadiums being taken down. There was the Met Stadium, there was the Met Center. He was there for the implosion of the Met Center. Floods, he's shot footage of all sorts of different kinds of floods that we've had over the years. He's been in helicopters multiple times. He's always been our helicopter guy.
Tim also captured the many stages that made Mall of America possible, from the council meetings full of controversy, to the groundbreaking, to the grand opening.
I remember that night very, very well because it was packed. They had a special event the night before the actual grand opening to the general public. So there was a big event. They had Ray Charles there singing. They had all kinds of special guests. The Gramasian brothers were there, and it was quite a night.
While Tim has always had an eye for video, the equipment and technology behind it has never stayed the same.
Well, when I started, we were using, I think it was either a combination of VHS tape and 3/4 inch U-matic. It was a very large tape. You would have to bring a fair amount of gear with you that was pretty heavy, very heavy actually. Your tape recorder would hang on your shoulder and the camera would be separate.
It wasn't computerized at all, not at all. There was a lot of manual labor going on. Back then it was standard definition, it was linear, so you were editing in a linear manner, and so it was very, very different. Now you've got non-linear, you've got equipment, you've got high definition equipment.
Mistakes were bad. Making changes in the linear world is tough, and it was not fun compared to what we can do now with just dragging clips around on a timeline. It's just night and day difference. Back then you were lucky to be able to dissolve from video to video, basically. It was a hard process to actually dissolve a shot to a shot. That's in editing form, that was tough because you had to do what's called A/B roll. You had to have 3 machines to do that. Compared to today, it's not even a thought. You just click a button on the software and it just does it.
But even as technology changed, Tim's commitment to improve communications was consistent.
Tim helped creating our city website back in the mid-1990s. So he actually learned code so that he could help with the logistics of both getting the website off the ground and then helping with the logistics and helping maintain the website after that. We were one of the first in the state of Minnesota to actually webcast our city council meetings. So Tim and Grant Parker spent a lot of time figuring out the equipment and the logistics and how we were going to do it. But when you think about YouTube now, and it's no big deal to video stream, but back in 1999, 2000, that was a huge deal to be able to webcast our city council meetings. And Tim was there to help us do that.
A work ethic that will be greatly missed.
When I think of Tim as an employee, I think of steady, stable, consistent, can-do person, can-do attitude, positive, will go the extra mile in terms of customer service, just an all-around great person to work with.
Tim is just solid as a rock. He's so dependable, and he stays so calm under pressure. He has the highest of standards, and his commitment to quality ensures that we put out a variety of interesting and informative content that is of value to residents in this community. We're going to miss him. We're glad that he's retiring and he'll enjoy this second phase of life, but we're going to really miss him here at the city for all of the things that he's done.